into this.
Okay.
So, we're just going to talk about health literacy and the Shannon Weaver model, and then we're going to watch the PSA announcement and then just talk about that, it seems like.
Did you guys watch the PSA announcement yet?
No, we do that as a group.
Okay, because I watched it, because it was like 1 minute.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to open up my notes real quick about the health literacy. Okay, so who wants to start?
Let me open up my notes too.
So my understanding of health literacy is that it's the degree to which individuals have the capacity to obtain, process, and understand basic health information. That's like the definition that I wrote down for it. I mean,
Wait, what did you say?
it's really basic and really simple. Um, Health literacy is the degree to which individuals have the capacity to obtain, process, and understand basic health information.
Yeah, okay, I got that too.
Okay, awesome. And I think Cheyenne said that she wasn't able to do the reading or anything last night, so.
No, I did the readings. I didn't do the quiz that said that's what I was mad about because I did the readings. I just didn't submit the quiz.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, the reading quiz?
Yeah, that's the second week in a row that I haven't done it because the reading, they're not short generally, and so I don't do it. I read Monday, I read Tuesday, and I submit it Tuesday night, but I didn't get off work till past it was due or till after it was due. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And like I granted didn't plan properly, but I planned to get off at 10 and have an hour to submit it. You know what I mean? Or 2, or if it's due at midnight, right? So, yeah.
There.
So let's see, what is.
Okay, so then let's just talk about the Shannon Weaver model. I'm not sure if I really understood this and like really included it in my notes even. Is that under the chapter 11 reading?
Mm-hmm. It's on page 278, which is page 4 of the reading, I guess. And it says,
oh yeah, it's right here, okay.
It basically is a model that depicts the components, process, and how they are related. And then it breaks down into 7 key components: sender, encoding, message, channel, decoding, receiver, noise. So let's see. Um, okay, so are we supposed to watch the PSA announcement and then identify
The
the
7 components.
7 key components in the announcement?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you just search any public service announcement?
No, it's under the relevance application, and then it's just, there's a link that says text.
Under the relevance? Oh, whoopsie. For some reason, I'm in application right now. Oh, okay, I see.
you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. Okay, there's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness, that PSA is way good.
It's emotional.
Yeah, that's like scary because it's so true. You know, like if you're like texting and driving, but you have the opportunity to actually like talk to the person that you're about to hit. Oh my gosh,
I know.
that would be so crazy.
It really frustrates me when I see people texting and talking because I actually know a doctor who his son was killed from texting, and his wife has come in. When I used to work for the bank, this bank that I worked for, she used to come in and she was just so emotionally distraught, and it was like you just felt her pain. And she did some seminars and things, and my son got to go for one, and it made a lasting impression on him. But for some people, they just don't. I mean, it's like, oh, it won't happen to me, and it's like, I don't get it. I really don't get it, because it's so dangerous to text and drive, and I don't think people realize how much they're swerving. They're swerving.
What the? I just watched that. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what a PSA is, to be honest. And you made a great point, though. Well, yeah, I know what it stands for, but it's not like I've ever seen. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one.
Tammy, I really like what you just said, and it's really interesting how like sometimes it kind of takes, like kind of like these whole models that we're doing, like for each person, you really have to identify what it is that's going to click for everyone individually for them to actually like pay attention and to do the right thing. You know, like with like the whole like no texting while driving thing.
Yeah.
Like, has to have like their moment where they're actually going to decide like, okay, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah. I actually have an interesting story, just real quick. And it was exactly this model. So I'm dating someone. He's 12 years older than me, actually. And I don't know if that's relevant, but maybe because I'm just a youngin', that's why it's relevant. And I Snapchat and drive sometimes, and like, or I'll be at a stoplight and I'll pull it up, and like, it's a video, so it's not like I'm looking at it typing. I can look forward and just take a video. And one day I sent him one, and he ripped me a new one and pulled up this video of a girl Snapchatting while driving. And she was clearly not paying attention, whereas at least I try to, because I don't want an accident. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't really like to be on my phone while driving, but he pulled up this video and where the girl literally caught her accident on film and just smashes her head into the steering wheel and glass goes everywhere, and she had like caught it on camera, and he goes, "This will be you, and I don't want to go through it, so either learn now or this is going to be you." And I just was like, oh my god, what? And it kind of like oh crap. So it's like he like got mad at me in order for it to like click, you know, like I don't know what's gonna make this click, but I don't want to see you go through this. Like I don't want to see your accident on film.
Yeah, so, and I actually saw that video as well, and I'm pretty sure it's the same one because it was pretty out there for everybody to see. And it's true. I mean, you don't think it'll happen to you because, like you said, you're at a stop sign or you're paying attention or you think you're paying attention. But I don't think people realize how quick that can happen. It's like my husband. I get so angry with him because he's trying to navigate where he's going, and even the navigation, trying to figure out where he's going and looking at the navigation is distracting just as much as a text message. And like pull over and figure out where you're going, you know. but he just, I don't know. He doesn't get it. I showed him this video last night, and when I watched it, and I said, so what is it going to take? Do you not see that mom begging for her children's life? I said, because that's pretty much what is, what somebody would think if they had that time to think it out, but they don't have time to think it out. It just happens, and they don't even know it's going to happen. But
Yep.
I think for me, like with this whole topic, when I was a missionary, like you're not allowed to text and drive at the same time. Like you have to pull over, and even if you're going to be on a cell phone call, like in our mission, like you had to pull over and everything.
Yeah.
So like I was kind of like trained, to like do those things. So then when I came home, it's so much easier just to text and drive or to talk on the phone and drive. And then it wasn't until I actually got pregnant that I was like thinking about, my baby and what's gonna happen if I'm texting, driving, or if I'm being distracted by some way. Like I would totally feel like it's my fault. Like I just put my child in danger. And I feel like that was the moment that it really clicked for me that like, okay, like this isn't acceptable while you're driving.
Yeah.
Like the message that this PSA sent was really clear and it was really strong.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really the talking to the person. So to get on the components, it's like interesting because the first component of the model is sender. So it's the person or source of the information to be communicated. This would be the initiator of the communication, which was, I think, it's the mom, right? She was the first person to be like, "Are you're swerving, right?" And that's, I mean, that is such a powerful video. Let me to talk to them and be like, "Yo, like, I have kids in the car. Oh my goodness." Oh my goodness, I'm not okay.
Tears in my eyes when I watched it because I was like, I thought about that doctor and his wife. They have something that they do every year to support the no texting law, but I still know that there's people out there that don't see it, that don't get it. I mean, for instance, my husband he's not texting, but he's still distracted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even women who put on their makeup while they're driving, they're distracted. I don't care what you're doing. If you're not paying attention to the road and you're focused on something else, you're distracted. So.
I agree. And like the second component, the encoding, the way the information is packaged for transmission, like I just think like everyone can relate to this. Everyone's got and so I think like the whole package of this information is very relatable.
Yeah. It is.
So I guess they code it nicely.
Yeah. So, did we go over the Shannon Weaver's 7 key components?
That's what we're doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right now we're on the third one.
Yeah, the message.
Yeah, so the message, the package information to be communicated. Obviously, the message is, texting and driving, don't do it.
Yeah.
Which is a good message. I mean, everyone needs to see it.
Yeah, I'm actually going to share it on Facebook. I share a lot of the videos that the classes share with us on Facebook because I try to my family and friends are on there, and of course I want them all to see that, and I want them not to text and drive if they are. But
Tammy, you're being a health educator.
I literally share probably 90% of the stuff, that the videos and the talks and stuff, I share them because I just really want to educate people because I feel like I haven't gotten the education. I had to actually go to school to get educated on all this stuff, and I want to help other people that maybe can't go to school and learn and understand the importance of health and health literacy and health everything, health communications, period.
Yeah, this is actually kind of inspiring to me because I really do, as much as I hate to admit this, I do all my business for my second job pretty much behind the wheel. Like, as I really shouldn't admit that, but I mean, what? It's not a big deal. But it was just because it's not safe. Like, I mean, I have a friend that does it too. Like, he is literally sending out emails while driving, and like full on business. And I do the same thing. Like, I handle literally. I have two jobs, and the other job I do. I don't respond. I don't call them. I don't do anything unless I'm driving, and it's terrible. And I think this whole week I'm going to try not to do anything but talk on the phone. Because I can talk on the phone. I put my headphones in, or I plug it into my car, so my phone's on my lap. But I think that I'm going to try not to text or email or anything while driving this week, and see if I can accomplish it and still get my work done. But to get to the fourth one, the channel, this model really isn't that hard actually. The channel is just the way of communication, and it was on YouTube. It was all over social media, Facebook, whatever. I don't know where they originally air PSAs. Did they do that on TV?
Yeah, I've seen one that's kind of like this on the television.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like meth ones, like drug ones, and I think those are PSA ones.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
There's this crazy one that was with like these 4 teenage girls, and they're driving and they're doing like a synchronized like dance to some like popular song, and all of a sudden they like get smacked and it's horrible. So it's like the same idea.
Yeah. And then decoding, it says the way the message is unpackaged following transmission. So basically, a viewer will encode it. And I think that they made it very clear. Like, I'm just trying to send a text message. I have to finish it. And she's like, but what about our lives? Like, I think that they just made it very clear what she was trying to do and what she was trying to argue.
Yeah.
I didn't think that there was much. Like, I feel like the audience would have picked up on it. At least I did.
Yeah.
6 is the receiver, the person or target audience for the information communicated. I guess they targeted anybody that drives, maybe. Yep. They didn't really make that clear, obviously, but it had to do with the 2 people driving. Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And 7 is noise. Any variety of types of interference at any point during the process. Noise can be things that interrupt the center, such as things going on in the background or things that can distract the receiver. So would that be her friends? The girl's friends?
Yeah, because like they're all in the background and they're all like doing their own thing.
Yeah, they kind of like when she got in the car and everything was paused, she looked around. And I think that would have been her noise. Like, they were all like, none of them were stopping her. All of them were participating or being some sort of distraction. Okay, so for number 3, it says, how did this message change the behavior? I guess for me, especially, like even groups of people, but I feel like I don't think I'm a dangerous driver. I really don't. And it's kind of what you brought up, Tammy. You're like, these people think they're paying attention. And it's just so funny because I think I'm paying attention. I really do. I honestly can tell you, and I'll own up to it. Like, I do. I own up to everything. Like, I get called out by my boyfriend constantly by stuff because he's lived 12 years longer than me. So he knows, like, he's had experience with this. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm paying attention. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, for me, Snapchat is the way I communicate with people because I can video. I don't have to look at my phone at all. I don't have to look at what I'm typing. I don't have to look at what people sent me. I listen to it. If someone sends me a picture, I'm not going to open it because I have to read it. I have to take my eyes off the road. And he's like, okay, well, that makes sense. Like, as long as you're doing that. And I'm like, I really am. I really feel like I'm not paying attention. Or I am paying attention. But I would like to see even if I'm capable of putting my phone down while behind the wheel. You know what I mean? Because I have it so much, it just would be a change of behavior that I need, even if it's even if I don't think it's for safety. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It would be interesting for you to have a second phone or something videoing you, just so that you can see how much you take your eyes off the. You know what I mean? Just
Yes.
an experiment, because you honestly, I can tell you honestly believe that you're not distracted by studying. But it would be an interesting observance to be able to see, like, just have another video there for you to see, am I really taking my eyes off? You know, I mean, not for everybody else, but just for yourself, because you believe wholeheartedly you're not distracted. Because my son, one time he doesn't have to look at his keyboard on his phone to text while he drives. He never.
I don't. Yeah.
And I'm like, really? I'm sorry. I have a hard time believing that. And I tell him that. I say, I don't believe you. I think you need to realize that you need to get, a Bluetooth so you can talk while you're driving, because he does work and get phone calls to show, because he's a repair person for a dental company. And so he gets phone calls, so he needs to answer that way. My husband uses a Bluetooth, but what's distracting him is trying to find where he's going. You can't have a Bluetooth for that necessarily. I mean, it does tell you where you're going, but there are times that stupid thing does not tell you the right directions. And so he tries to look at it, but I just think that, I don't know, I just think it's still distracting no matter what you're doing. You should have both hands on the wheel and looking straight forward.
Yeah, my mom hates that I don't drive with my hands. I don't. That's how if my hands aren't on the wheel, I'm watching the road. If my hands are on the wheel, or one is, I'm like, hey, what's up? And I'm all distracted and stuff, and it's like, I need to get my life together. I realize it. And I've never really been in an accident besides Christmas Eve, snow, 30 miles an hour, slid into a car, wasn't texting, fully aware of what was going on, you know what I mean? Like, I looked at my sister and I was like, hey, we're going to rear end this person, we're going like 30. She was like, word, because we were sliding right into her, like we knew. But that's about it. That's, and so it's like, I feel like I haven't like learned that lesson, or I don't think it's a problem, but I don't want to go through what that girl did in the video and then learn my lesson. Like, that's miserable. I don't want to affect someone else's life to learn my lesson. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we have a friend of ours who's I think it's the Mormon way, to be honest with you, because I have we have a good friend who is a stake president, and he does all of his business while he's driving. And it drives my husband nuts, and I tell him, if that drives you nuts, then you should be aware of what you're doing as well, but he doesn't, because like I said, we all think we're not distracted. We're not the ones that it's going to happen to.
Okay. So we talked about all of that. How did the message change behavior? So I mean, Cheyenne, it seems like the message is really going to change your behavior.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think, and like I said, I don't think it's going to happen. What?
I said you're really going to take it to heart?
Well, that's the thing. So I legitimately believe that it won't happen to me, okay? But that doesn't change what I believe, and but I'm unlike a lot of people. Like, this is giving me excuse to try it out. Like you said, experiment with it. Maybe I'm going to put a camera in my car just to see how much I'm really not paying attention. Or I'm going to get behind the wheel and I'm just going to count how many times I pick up my phone. Because legitimately, it's constantly. I have 2 jobs. I'm in school. And then friends. My mom calls me like 12 times a day. So I'm constantly being communicated with. And it's like, so I'm going to observe it. I'm going to be like, wow, I really do this a lot. And that's just because I'm the kind of person that, it's not because I think that I know my behavior is not the best, but again, I'm part of the problem. I think that I'm not the problem. I'm like, that's not going to happen to me. But I'm just I like to progress. Like, I want to try different things. I want to find ways I can be better. And it's like seeing this, it's like now I'm just going to observe it and maybe see how, like, I'm going to apply it to my life and just run with it. Like, what's the harm in changing my behavior for a week to see if I think that the outcome's going to be better? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it just kind of opened my eyes to an experiment or to a way I can change myself, because I'm all about changing my behavior. Like there's always room to grow. I guess I should just say that.
Totally agree. And I'm gonna try too. I mean, I feel like I'm not on my phone a whole lot, and I have Bluetooth, and so I just like press a button and I just talk. But there's always ways that I can improve. Okay. Awesome. That's pretty much everything for our whole relevance assignment. And then we just have our application assignment, but that's an individual assignment.
But yeah, it's pretty much the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just have to find, it says research on the internet, your community, 3 different communication intervention strategies to evaluate. So we have to do a public service announcement from TV, from the radio, and then a static web banner, billboard, or print newspaper, which I don't really know about the newspaper, but I'll look.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
I'm sure I could get one from the radio and the television, but the newspaper I'm a little bit concerned about.
Okay, awesome.
So maybe we could just keep in touch and help each other through that one.
Yeah.
That would be great. So.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, guys, for meeting today.
Yeah, and thanks for putting that call out. That didn't take us too long, but.
No.
Yeah, we'll get it better next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Text if you have any questions or need help with anything.
Okay.
Toodles.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.